don't think you understand what you took from us. You took from our families.
We are continuing our coverage in the case of the deadly ATV crash that killed a couple on the Louisville Loop right off Lower River Road in southwest Jefferson County in 2019. Today, the two drivers charged in the deaths both pleaded guilty in a pretrial conference. But family members tell us they feel that they were let down by the legal system. Both defendants were sentenced to several years of monitoring under a diversion program, but no jail time. WHAS 11's Isaiah Kim Martinez explains why and shares the powerful testimony from inside the courtroom.
For the families of John Rosenbarger V and Tatiana Cahill, this wasn't the justice they'd hoped for, but it allowed them to address their frustrations right in front of the men connected to taking their lives.
I wanted you to see the faces, what you took off this earth.
A grandfather speaks to the young man responsible for killing his grandson. We witnessed the raw emotions inside courtroom 901.
They get to carry on with their lives. They get to get married. They get to have children. And we don't get that. We get an empty seat at the Christmas dinner table.
The family of John Rosenbarger V feels they've been shortchanged. More than 2 years since Rosenbarger and his girlfriend, Tatiana Cahill, were struck and killed by an ATV driver. The couple was sitting on the flood wall of the Louisville Loop near Valley Station.
Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
On Monday, Judge Angela McCormick-Bissig accepted guilty pleas from Jacob Crane and Matthew Cook.
Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
On counts of failing to stop and give aid and tampering with evidence. Crane, the driver who struck the couple, accepted a 5-year sentence. Cook, driving alongside him that night, will serve 3. But with no prior criminal histories, both were granted the right to serve their time through diversion, meaning they'll be supervised consistently, but without spending a second in jail.
I don't care what anybody says. You don't get what you deserve.
And charges will be erased off record if conditions are met.
Not to face any consequences for their actions is devastating to us.
Family members didn't get the trial they wanted. The Office of the Commonwealth's Attorney says months ago, a grand jury chose not to indict on charges of reckless homicide. Prosecutor Christy Gray explains.
The grand jury listened to the information and decided that their conduct didn't amount to reckless or wanton conduct, so there was no homicide. What the grand jury determined was an accident.
The system has failed us. There's laws that need to be changed as far as ATVs and four-wheelers.
With limited options now, family members like Rosenbarger's aunt, Kelly Miller, are doing their best to move forward.
And I pray for you that one day you will realize what you did, and one day you may be sorry for it.
In Louisville, Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.
And here in Kentucky, negligent vehicular homicide is not a recognized criminal charge. The prosecutor, Christy Gray, says the family does have the option to pursue this case ongoing in civil court.